I will talk about the verb gustar a little bit more today, only because there is one more thing that often causes headache, and I want to make sure that that doesn't happen with you. Hello and welcome to another Spanish lesson with me, Eva. As promised, today I want to continue on, continue with helping you with the verb gustar. My previous lesson was already full of information for you, and there was a lot to take in, so I didn't want to add this one final thing, okay? But I will do it today in a separate lesson, and it has to do with, I often call it double trouble, really, because what happens with the verb gustar, that we often see the pronoun repeated, okay? As if it were not difficult enough to get it right with just one pronoun in the sentence. Now we have to repeat it and have two, okay? So before we go to this second pronoun, and then before I explain how it works, how you make it double, just one more sort of note on word order in Spanish sentences with the verb gustar. If you remember, in my previous lesson, I had an example in English. This book, I don't know what it was, maybe amazes me, okay? So we had this book was the subject, amazes was the verb, and me was the direct object, okay? So whatever this book does, which is amazing someone, whatever this book does, it kind of lands on me, okay? I'm at the receiving end. I'm of this amazement. I'm the direct object in this sentence. And I told you that in Spanish, with the verb gustar, we often see this word order completely reversed, okay? So in Spanish, they will start with the direct object, followed by the verb, and then say what where the origin of this amazement is, okay? That will come at the end of the sentence. So they will say, me gusta este libro, okay? So now in the Spanish sentence, we have the direct object here, the verb, the verb is here, and the subject, the protagonist of the sentence, is here, este libro, okay? Me gusta este libro. This can be slightly changed around. We don't always have to have this order, object, verb, subject. We can also have subject, object, verb. And we can say este libro, again. This is the subject, me, object, direct object, and gusta is the verb, okay? So even by moving these things around, they still perform the same function. Este libro, here was at the end of the sentence, here it's at the beginning, but it continues to be the subject of the sentence. Gusta, well, it's the only verb, so it remains to be the verb, and me, now in the middle, continues to be the object of the sentence. I'm still the one that's at the receiving end of this fascination or amazement that the book provokes in me. Okay, so regardless of the word order, we will see that sometimes, or actually very often, the Spanish will duplicate this pronoun, okay? So we already know that I'm the one liking this book, okay? In both sentences, it's perfectly clear that I like this book, okay? Or that this book amazes me. However, the Spanish will often duplicate this and they will say, a mí me gusta este libro. Or, este libro me gusta a mí. I will put it in parentheses because you don't have to do it. It's optional. Okay, this double trouble is not compulsory. You can not use it, but you will notice that the Spanish do use it a lot. Okay, so a mí and me say exactly the same thing. It's like saying this book amazes me. No, it's like saying it twice. Or I like this book. No, there's no need to say it twice, okay? And that's why a mí is in parentheses, but the Spanish, for some reason, they do like to say it twice, and you will hear them say it twice a lot, okay? So, a mí me gusta este libro, or este libro me gusta a mí, okay? So, a mí is me repeated again, except that here it's an object, but an indirect object, okay? So it is same thing, sort of same function in the sentence. It's still the object of the sentence, not the subject, not the protagonist, but it's an indirect object in this case, okay? Good. So just to see how me became a mí, I will also show you what happens with other pronouns, what happens with te and le and the others, okay? So, if this is the grid, let's make a bigger one. So, we had me, te, le, and we had nos, os and les. Okay, again, it's optional, so I will put it in parentheses, but if we were to duplicate me, as you've seen here, we would say a mí me. A mí me gusta este libro, o este libro me gusta a mí. A ti te gusta ese otro libro, and you like this other book, okay? And then here we would say a él if it's him, or ella. A él o a ella le gusta, no le gusta este libro. Maybe he or she, they don't like the book, okay? So a él o a ella no le gusta este libro. Okay, here we will have a nosotros or nosotras if it's only women. Nos gusta. Here it will be a vosotros or vosotras. Os gusta. And here a ellos or ellas les gusta. Okay, it's in parentheses because it's optional. You don't have to use it if it's easier for you, at least to start with, but the Spanish use it a lot, and if you start using it, you will sound more Spanish. It's as simple as that, okay? Good. Okay, so regardless of what the word order, we can always duplicate this pronoun, this direct object, and add it once again here. Me, a mí, or a mí, me here. Okay, good. Okay, well, that was all for today. It was just something that I didn't want to include in the previous lesson because I just felt it would have been a bit too much all at once. So here you go. Take it or leave it, it's up to you. But when you hear it, I hope you understand that it's simply repeating the same thing, the same pronoun, the same object one more time. Okay, take care and I'll see you in the next lesson. Bye-bye.